We only have a few more awards left, and our next two are the CEOs of the Year. Our Life Sciences CEO of the Year award is sponsored by EY and Drinker Biddle & Reath. EY's motto, quite simply, is to build a better working world. They believe in business, they believe there are great, talented people out there, and they work to develop both. Drinker Biddle & Reath provides a comprehensive range of top legal practices serving clients of all sizes and across all industries. Please welcome Justin Watkins, counsel in Drinker's Corporate and Securities Practice Group, where he has specific expertise in life sciences, and Brian Snellman, senior manager at EY.
Thank you, Dean. It's a pleasure to be here with you this evening. Tonight, we pay homage to our three finalists in this competitive category.
EY and Drinker Biddle & Reath are pleased to sponsor the Life Sciences CEO Award.
These three individuals display core qualities that help to lead organizations focused on helping people live better lives.
Our first finalist is Patricia Devitt-Reese of ACT Oncology. ACT Oncology is a full-service clinical research organization providing expert support to biotech companies involved in the development of novel compounds to treat cancer.
What I found was there was an underserved part of oncology research that was of high interest, and that was the smaller biotechs that have these really interesting novel compounds that could likely do patients a huge benefit. We're getting lost in the big sea of the big companies, where the big companies do excellently when you're looking at global compounds and you need to try this product in all corners of the world. But when you're just trying to see if you have a new entity, does it work against this tumor or not in a really small subset of patients, just to see proof of concept, it was an underserved target.
Our second finalist is Dr. J. Joseph Kim of Inovio. Inovio is revolutionizing the fight against cancer and infectious diseases. The biotech is developing a new type of medicine that enhances the immune system to fight disease instead of using toxic chemicals to attack cancer.
When we started the company, it was December of 2000, so it was post-internet and genome bubble. It was right around the time of September the 11th, so that was one of the financial meltdowns post the terrorist activity. So it was a very challenging time to raise venture capital or any funding for that matter. I learned to raise money from the School of Hard Knocks. Very challenging environments require out-of-the-box thinking. Well, the first couple of raises are the toughest, whether it's $50,000 or $5 million. I think the first signing of the deal is the first couple rounds are the toughest. But once you do it, it becomes part of your path, part of the task that you have to do. It's like adding the fire to do the cooking. You got to make sure you have enough fire, enough spices, and all of these resources become the right ingredients to make a right meal.
Our third finalist is Jeffrey Marazzo of Spark Therapeutics. Spark Therapeutics is a late-stage gene therapy company developing one-time treatments for genetic diseases.
Last Friday, I had a father and a son come in. The son has a disease called choroideremia. We're now working on choroideremia. We actually started the first clinical trial ever in the United States to try to bring a treatment for this disorder. This is a disease that affects young men right around their 20s initially, and they tend to essentially get through their 30s, maybe into their 40s, before they're essentially legally blind. And so I had a chance to meet the father and his son, who had gone through a series and a battery of testing. And that's certainly one of the highlights. I mean, the fact that we get to see tangibly what we may actually be able to do. And this father has this great line that he always says to me. He's like, "I can't wait for you to send me a bill," right? And what he means by that is, can't wait for you to have an approved product that you can bring to the market and have a bill sent to me, because that means you've treated my son. And my son now has the prospect of growing up and having a life that has all the things that everyone enjoys who doesn't have those conditions like blindness.
What an impressive group of leaders. Patricia Devitt Reese, ACT Oncology, Dr. Joseph Kim, Inovio, and Jeffrey Marazzo from Spark Therapeutics. The award goes to Jeffrey Marazzo from Spark Therapeutics.
Ladies and gentlemen, Life Sciences CEO of the Year, Jeffrey D. Marazzo, Spark Therapeutics.
Wow, this is a tremendous honor. I was thinking about a number of the remarks that were said earlier tonight, and one of the things that struck me about why this is such an honor is because it was first and foremost fundamental to us as a company when we started the business to site it here in Philadelphia and make that a big part of what we're doing on a day-to-day basis is growing the company in Philadelphia. So this is a great honor. I want to thank PACT, I want to thank Drinker Biddle, I want to thank E&Y, and I also want to thank 3 other groups of people who make this all possible, make it possible for me to stand here. First is our team, many of which are represented at table 16 over here on the left. A team that makes me look good every day. It makes my job much easier. The second group is my family, who aren't able to be here tonight, but certainly are a key part of what allows me to get up and go to work every day and do what I love to do. And the third, as you saw in that piece, is the patients that we have the opportunity to partner with on the development of these types of drugs. It's their courage that allows us to do these trials that hopefully allow us one day to be able to bring treatments to them, as I said in that piece, and send them a bill. So thank you very much. This is a great honor. Thanks.
Congratulations again, Jeff. And we wish Spark Therapeutics, ACT Oncology, and Inovio Pharmaceuticals continued success. Also, another hearty round of applause, please, for EY and Drinker Biddle.